Okay, and we are live. Let me just make some adjustments here. Sorry for the noises initially. A little bit better. To dim that light. Just a tad. Welcome everyone. This is the live stream for Game 1 of Season 2 of the League of Extraordinary Investigators, excuse me. We are doing the Path to Carcosa in its entirety, one scenario at a time, every couple of weeks, and we are live streaming the games. Today, I will be playing Carolyn Fern, and as her being my favorite investigator, I do have high hopes for her and how she does in this campaign. I have tweaked some more the deck that I will be using. I am posting the deck list in the description, and I'm just finishing some setup here. We'll get started in just a moment. If my dogs do make an appearance, the little one is Loki, the big one is Thor. He's the one most likely to make an appearance. Whenever I'm talking, he likes to come and see what I'm doing. So say hello to him if you do. I will be checking the chat periodically, but please do not help me with moves or anything of the sort, because we will not be able to help each other during live plays in the league. Now, oh, there's Thor already. Puppy, you're gonna help me out, huh? I'm just gonna try and dim this one light and see if the reflections come off the left side of the screen here, and then we'll get started. Nope, that's too dark. Go ahead and dim that. That's way too reflective. Turn that one off. That one off. And then it's too dark. Sorry guys, I'm just working on the lighting here. Every day the lighting is a little bit different, so I just have to kind of play around with it on a daily basis. I'm sorry for the delay. We'll get started in just a moment. Okay, I think that's good enough. And I will be posting my live stream here on the League Discord, so just bear with me one more moment, and then we will get started. This season, we have quite a few players, a lot more than last season. I think double or more than double. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a little bit more, one game after the other, several games a day. So if you're interested in watching playthroughs of each scenario in Carcosa, definitely keep an eye out for the Discord channel for the League of Extraordinary Investigators. And I'm sure on any given day, you'll be able to see someone live streaming either on Twitch or on YouTube. This is our Chaos Bag. It has been set up on standard difficulty. I hope the sound is okay. I'm trying something new here, so my live stream sound was not the greatest. But let me see if I can get the chat going here. Yep, perfect. All right, we start at the theater. I'm going to shuffle my deck and shuffle the encounter deck, and we shall begin. My strategy is to go to the backstage first and try and see if I can nab 3 clues from there. If I can't, I will immediately head towards the lobby and move on from there. On my test plays, Carolyn has done very well. She hasn't won every time, but she's done very well. The 2 things that will really mess with her are getting her weakness too early and pulling the agent of the king too early. If any of those 2 happen, we might be in a little bit of trouble. But if not, I think we stand a pretty good chance of getting some good amount of victory points here. All right, so now that this is very well shuffled up, we'll draw our opening hand, take the initiative, anatomical diagrams, vicious blow, crack the case, and physical training. Now with this deck, I do plan on doing a lot of pumping into physical training, but this hand is, I'm not getting either of the two things that I'm looking for, which is a weapon or Peter Silvestri. So I'm going to mulligan the whole thing. Rational Thought comes out, so Forbidden. There's my other weakness, trying to sign. Vicious Blow, Blood. Oh, I left that in. I must take this out. Sorry, I'm going to have to reshuffle the deck. I don't know how that got in there. Did I take out the... Oh, yep, I must have left that in from the last playthrough. Apologies, guys. I just put those cards on the bottom, so I'm just going to keep drawing here. So that was Forbidden Knowledge and Vicious Blow, right? So, another Forbidden Knowledge, Occult Lexicon, and Anatomical Diagrams. Still not the greatest hand, but we'll just have to live with it and reshuffle our deck. Thanks, Jeff. I'm hoping for a good play, because usually doing well in the first scenario can help you set up with a lot of experience points for the rest of the campaign. So I'm hoping that we do have a good amount of experience points here. And we'll shuffle one more time. Bye-bye. Okay, that's well shuffled. I don't have the greatest starting hand, but we're just going to have to make the best of it. Okay, so we'll gain our 5 resources. 1, 2, 3, puppy. 4, 5. We don't have too many great assets to put out. I guess the lexicon will help, so we'll go ahead and put out the occult lexicon. Pay 2 resources as our first action. These are our turn markers, so we'll go ahead and that's turn 1. We'll put out the occult lexicon, which does bring this into our hand, and we have to shuffle the other 2 into the deck. One moment. Here's the other 2. I'm going to shuffle those in. I really like these bonded cards. I have both in my deck, the occult lexicon and the, what's that other thing? The one that offers some healing. Yeah, this one is brutal. So both those cards are fantastic. I mean, they have so much flexibility. So that was my first action. The theater doesn't have any clues, so we're going to move to the backstage. There's 1 clue there, and then we'll have to put 2 backstage doorways into play at random. All right, so we'll shuffle these up. 1, 2. So that was second action. Third action, let's go ahead and move in. Now, we do have a chance of moving into a location where there's rats, and they can hit us for 1 damage. I don't have a weapon, though, but it's just a fight of 1, so it shouldn't be too hard to hit them. We'll go ahead and move into the backstage doorway. And it is the dressing room. There are no clues there, so now we know what we have to do. That ends our turn. We'll now draw a card, emergency cash. We'll gain a resource and start with turn number 2. Turn number 2, we'll add a doom to the agenda and draw our first encounter card. And it is a rat. So we have to find a way to deal with them. I could use my blood right, but I don't think I want to waste it on that just yet. We'll go ahead and just try and swing at them. We have a pretty good chance, since we don't have any horror on us, we have a pretty good chance of hitting them with just a raw pull. So let's see. -3, that's not good enough. Great. Let's try hitting them again. And we pull a skull, which is a -1. That's good enough. Rats go bye-bye. And I do need to get myself some ways to handle enemies. I'm not extremely worried just yet, but it is becoming a problem if I don't get a weapon. So I think I'm going to draw a card. Draw a card. Oh no, and it's drawing the sign. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so that's not good. This ruined Matastrophic's game, drawing that in just the wrong time. So here's what we're gonna need to do. Right now, resources are not an issue, so we'll get rid of these, and we'll keep these three for now. We need to get rid of that card. At least it came out early, and we're not surrounded or anything. So as long as we don't pull an enemy now, we should be able to get rid of it. So now we will gain a resource. Turn ends. It is turn 3. Add a Doom to the agenda and draw an encounter card. And there's the Spires of Carcosa. Ooh, that's tough. That is tough. Now we're in kind of a pickle here because this means the big bad can come out in 2 turns if we don't grab these, but the Shroud is 4, so I just don't have a way to get that out. This is already going pretty badly. Well, we're going to have to do something, and drawing the sign is just not helping. Let's draw a card. Crack the case. Not good. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. Let's use 2 actions to get rid of drawing the sign. That might actually help us. We'll just draw 3 cards this turn and hope for something against this thing when it comes out. All right, so that ends our turn, and now we will draw a card. And we get physical training. That helps a little bit. Gain a resource. Doom on the agenda. It is at 5 Doom. Start with turn number 4. Here we go. Turn number 4, and we get dissonant voices. We cannot play assets or events, which we want to play assets right now. Okay, well, it is what it is. We're gonna have to just move on. So that stays in play. We're gonna move in. Action number 1, move to backstage. Action number 2, move to this other backstage doorway. And it looks like it's got 1 clue, and it looks like there are rats in there. So we're gonna go ahead and put the rats in our threat area. Let's go ahead and fight the rats. So we use action 1, action 2. So action 3, we're going to try and swing at the rat. Going a 2 versus a 1. -1. They are dead. That ends our turn. Draw a card. All right, finally we get a weapon. Gain a resource. Doom advances. Already. Doom has advanced, so we will now put this big creature, the emissary. He spawns in the theater. He's going to start coming after us. All right, so this has a victory point. We need to nab this first. Let's go ahead and draw our encounter card. And it is one of these dudes. We'll put him here backstage and grab that clue. Papi, you need to move. So for our turn, well, we definitely need to get our weapon out. So we'll pay 3 to put the enchanted blade into play with 3 charges. We will, did I put a turn counter this turn? Door distracted me. I can't remember. Sorry. I guess we could fix it afterwards. And then we'll spend 2 resources to bring out physical training. And final action, we're going to investigate here. A 4 to a 3. -3. That's not good enough. Okay. Turn ends. Emissary moves. End of the enemy phase. He deals us a horror. Now we will draw a card, crack the case, gain a resource, and next turn we put a Doom on the agenda and draw our encounter card. And there's another Spires of Carcosa. Oh man, well, let's get them out of the way now. Okay. We can still investigate, right? Yeah. Yeah, we can still get the clue instead of trying to remove the doom. So here's what we're going to do. Yeah, things are not going great, but they're starting to look up for us. They're starting to look up for us, Jeff. Uh, Here's what we're going to do. We're going to, oh, this one away. We're going to try and get this clue. So we get an investigate, 4 to a 3. -1, that's good enough. We nab the clue. We will now crack the case twice for free actions, gaining us 6 resources. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we can handle this boss guy. That was action number 1. Action number 2. I don't want to go in there and take a hit from the fanatic and the emissary. We could just go in and kill the fanatic. My dogs are going to bark. I apologize. He heard something out there. Either way, this emissary is going to hit us unless, yeah. So let's do a third action. We'll draw a card. Hopefully it's a deny existence, and it is not. But Dynamite Blast will definitely come in handy. All right, turn ends. Emissary moves, and he hits us for 2 damage. That is going to sting quite a bit. End of the enemy phase. We take a horror. We will now draw a card, and it is deny existence. Where were you this round? All right, so there's deny existence. We gain a resource. So Doom on the agenda. New turn. It is apparently turn number 6. And twisted to his will, test X willpower. It's the number of Doom in play. Oh, shoot. Well, if it hits us, we'll have to deny existence. Let's use 2 resources to boost physical training. So puts our willpower at 5. There's 4 Doom in place, so we're going to 5 to a 4. A skull. That's a -1. We made it. We don't have to discard anything. Okay, that's good because it saves our deny existence in case we take a retaliate attack from the emissary. So here we go. Let's kill this emissary for the first time. We'll probably have to end up fighting him 3 or 4 times. Okay. First thing that we want to do is let's use blood right. So we're going to blood right, draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Yes. Good cards too. We'll use 2 resources to deal 2 damage to the guy. So we will discard. I think I'm going to discard Vicious Blow to deal damage, and then we will discard. Oh man, both of these are so good. I guess we'll discard Anatomical Diagrams to deal the other damage. So he takes 2 damage, and then that was action 1. Action 2, let's swing. Swing for the fences. Enchanted Blade, empowered, puts us at a fight of 4 to a 4. We're going to use physical training. Really, we only need to be 1 up right now. But do I want to take that chance? There is -2 and -3. Okay, we'll spend 3 resources. 3 resources, putting us to 7 to a 4. Or if we really want to guarantee our hit, let's spend altogether 4 resources. That'll kind of guarantee unless we draw an autofill. So 7 or 8 to a 4. Swinging with the blade. It is a skull. That's a -1. Emissary goes in the victory display. So that was action number 2. Action number 3. I do want to move, but oh, here we go. We'll use shortcut. It's a free action to move. Oh, he goes away. This goes away. And this flips back. What do we do? We have 1 action left. Let's try and hit this guy then. Empowered Enchanted Blade, 4 to a 3. Thanks, Jeff. I almost forgot to roll back the agenda. -1, number needed. This dude is dead. We gain a clue. All right, so far 1 victory point. That ends our turn. No enemies in play. We will gain a card, and it's take the initiative. Oops, not a horror. We gain a resource. And a doom goes on the agenda. We have 2 turns before this guy comes back. Turn number 7. All right. A star and a counter card. Come on, something nice, please. Okay. Well, I'm not too worried about these guys. The poltergeist. It's for Carolyn. It's not terrible. So, but it is going to take 2 of my actions, or maybe my entire turn, which kind of sucks. But let's go ahead and parlay. Test 3 intellect. So 4 to a 3. Hey, Elder Sign. We get to heal a horror and gain a resource. And he takes the damage. Let's do it again. 4 to a 3. No, I didn't take an extra action. I used shortcut to move for free, and then I used my final action to hit him. All right, so here we go. Last parlay. 4 to a 3. 0. Look at that. He's gone. And we have 1 action left. Let's move. Theater. That ends turn. So we will now gain a card and a resource card. Hey, meat cleaver. Yes. I think we'll wait to play that. We'll keep it in our hand, though. Resource. Doom goes on the agenda. The dude comes out next round. And it is now round 8. Hey, look at this. Rotting remains. Let's boost our willpower by 1 using physical training. We'll spend a resource, bring us at a 4 to a 3. As long as we keep our horror low, being 1 over the test is a pretty good likelihood of success. In this case, it was. So we succeed. We take no horror. Okay, that was a whiff. Let's keep moving. Now we will move into the lobby, which has a clue. And we will reveal 2 random lobby locations. 1, 2. Okay. Dude comes out next round. Yeah. So let's go to the balcony to grab our easy victory point. And final action, we'll investigate 4 to a 2. -1. Get that clue, and we get to advance the act as well. So, okay, so choose one of the set-aside location at random. Okay, advance to one of these copies of Act 3. So let's go. Act 2A, random. Put this aside. Man in the Pallid Mask will go in. Backstage shoot. That's not fun. Okay, so he's backstage. We got to run all the way back over there. Oh my God. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get these 2 of their victory points, and then we'll go back and try and get them. The most important thing is getting these victory points. So that ends my turn. There are no enemies other than the man in Pallid Mask who does nothing. Grab a card, and it is hypnotic therapy. Gain a resource, and doom. Dude's about to come out. Roll back the agenda, and let's put the crazy guy from the victory display into the theater. Okay, this is turn number 9. We will draw a card, and it's frozen in fear. Oh, no. That one's not good. That one actually screws us pretty bad. Okay, so from what I understand, I can lob a dynamite to the theater from where I'm at. So that's what we're going to do. Let's just do it. 5 resources. That takes all my resources. But have some fun, emissary, with your little dynamite blast. Takes 3. Okay, that actually gives us a little breathing room because we just need to hit him for 1 in order to kill him, which is not impossible just yet. Once we have 3 hard, it's going to be a little bit harder. So let us move in to the lobby. We can only move once. Oh, no, we can move twice. It just takes an extra action. So that took all of our actions right there. That's 3 actions. That ends our turn. Emissary moves in and hits us for 2, which we will deny existence. We take no damage. And then we got to test this Frozen in Fear. -1. That's not good enough. All right, so it still stays in place. That kind of sucks. We'll draw a card. Hey, Peter. Oh, we take a horror from the emissary, and we gain a resource. I do want to get Peter into play, because this will give us a little leeway here. We can start evading the emissary pretty easily. Doom goes on the agenda. We're not turn 10. Frozen in Fear again. Oh no. So I wonder how this works. See if any of you guys know. So does that mean that 1 attack is going to take all 3 of my actions? I think that's what that means. Well, that sucks. All right. Well, I guess we will use 1 attack. We're going to we're not going to empower the blade. We're just going to use the blade with no charges to hit him. That puts us at a 3. We'll commit, take the initiative. That puts us at a 6 to a 4. And spend a resource to boost physical training. That's a 7 to a 4. We need to find a way to get rid of this Frozen in Fear. That's not good at all. Okay, that's good enough. The guy dies. I did want to evade him, actually. I should have thought about that beforehand. Agenda resets. Oops, that fell. It doesn't matter. That's 3. And that's my turn. Now we test 2 Frozen in Fears. I have no resources to boost my willpower with. Let me see if I want to spend anything here. Yeah, we'll use Hypnotic Therapy on one of them. So we gain 5 altogether to a 3. -3, that's not good enough. So we still have 2 Frozen in Fears in play. All right, we draw a card. Another Peter. Oh, wait, I didn't test the other one. That's a 3 to a 3. I mean, if I pull an Elder Sign, I won't be upset. It's a skull. It's still not good enough. All right, so Doom goes on the agenda. It's turn 11. I'm scared that this emissary guy is going to come, or the Agent of the King is going to come out. Whispers in your head. I can't play events. Well, that kind of sucks. We can get rid of it since we can't. We can only move one location per turn. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, I don't have enough resources to play Peter. So I want to move. Let's move. I want to get victory points. Lobby doorway, and it is box office. There's nothing there. There's my turn. Now we'll test Frozen in Fear. Twice. First test. Let's commit Peter, putting us at a 4 to a 3. Zero. Hey, one of them goes away. And now we'll test the other one. We'll spend a resource to boost physical training, putting us at a 4 to a 3. That's an auto fail. That's not good enough. So we still have 1 Frozen in Fear, but at least we're not using an entire round just to move. All right. So now we will draw a card, and it is Working Hunch. That's good. Gain a resource. Doom on the agenda. Guy comes out next round. And we draw our encounter card. This is turn 12. We draw our encounter card, and there's whispers in your head. Dismay. Can't commit skill cards to skill test. I'm not too worried about that one. And question, in case you know the answer, Jeff, or anyone, that doesn't mean I can't commit other cards to skill tests, right? I mean, because they're not skill cards, so I can commit this for two intellect if I wanted to. Is that right? And turn. So we're going to spend 2 actions to move out of the box office. And we're going to... Can't play events. Okay. Thanks, Jeff. I only have 1 resource, so I still can't play Peter. I guess let's get rid of this one, because we do want to be able to play events. That's my turn. Oh, wait, that took 2 actions. This, I couldn't have done that. Because I moved, so that takes 2 actions. This is rough, man. Oh, only the first time takes an extra action. I can still... Yeah, I can still move into the other lobby doorway. So that's a lighting box. And that each card costs 2 extra to play. Oh, man. Okay, that ends my turn. Let's test Frozen in Fear. Three to a 3. Oh, man, I got to be able to play Peter because this guy's going to come back next round. We'll test it raw. 3 to a 3. 0. Yes. Took a gamble and paid off. Okay. Thank goodness. We'll draw a card. Bloodright. Okay, things are starting to look up for us. I'm actually pretty hopeful now. Okay, so got Bloodright, got gain a resource, and now Doom. That puts it at 6, so this guy comes out. Back from the victory play. We've killed him twice with Carolyn. Let's see if third time's a charm. Turn, and then we'll put 3. Oh no, we don't put 3. We just draw our encounter card, and it is Spirit's Torment. When I leave, I take a horror. Not a tremendously big deal. Here's the thing. I need to be able to play Peter, but he costs 2 extra resources to play. I really want that victory point, but it's a test of 4. I could just, instead of playing this, commit it, but there's a chance of failure there. Okay, what to do? Should I just come back to it? Oh, I can't play events anyways, so I'd have to commit it. Being hopeful is a mistake in Arkham. It is. So far I have only 2 victory points. I've killed the emissary twice, but it's just frustrating that if he's not in play, you don't get his victory points. Okay, let's take a gamble. We're gonna go ahead and with the emissary out, we have 6 rounds before the game ends, or to deal with him. So let's do that. We'll move 1 here. We'll move to the balcony. Oh, it's already revealed. We'll move to the balcony. And move to the balcony. No. So we'll just commit this for 2. We'll try the intellect test, and then we're going to move twice to the balcony. So here we go. 6 to a 4. Do I have anything else I can commit? No. 6 to a 4. Auto fail, of course. So that did not pan out. We're going to move 1, 2. So that's our third action. Turn ends. Emissary moves. He deals us our horror. We are now at 3 horror. My dog's going insane. And we get another working the hunch. Actually, that might still work out for us. Gain a resource. Doom goes on the agenda. It is now turn 14. Wow, this is taking quite a bit of turns here. Descent into Madness. I do have 3 horror, so I lose an action, and it surges. Agent of the King, or whatever, King's Edict. There's no cultist, so that surges. And there's a Fanatic. Yes, the Fanatic gets our clue for us. We can come back and deal with that guy for sure. Okay, that is the Mythos phase. We drew 3 treacheries this Mythos phase. We're putting Peter into play. Spend 3 resources. Peter is now in. Yay, Carolyn's boyfriend. And the good thing about Carolyn's boyfriend is that he helps her, kill rats and stuff. So he takes all that horror from having to fight rats and all these kind of things. Although he's been hanging out with Agnes quite a bit. So Carolyn has been looking at a couple of beat cops in town. So that was action 1. We're gonna. Should I just move in and then try to bloodwrite the dude? Yeah, let's do that. We'll move in. Action number 2. Well, if I try to evade now with this horror on me, it's not going to help. It's going to be a tough check. And, uh-oh. Stay there. We played Peter. That was action 1. We need to be able to get rid of this. So action 2 and 3, we're going to get rid of this. We need to be able to play events. Okay, that ends our turn. Dude moves in and hits us for 2 damage, which now we're going to use Deny Existence. And he gives us a horror, which is going to go on Peter. Draw a card. Hey, all right. Word of Protection. Where have you been all my life? Gain a resource. We need resources now. Doom goes on the agenda. And now it's turn 15. 15 turns. Man, on none of my playthroughs did I have to go through this quickly. Or this long, I mean. And we draw rats. So rats are in play. Alright, we're going to bloodwrite this guy. So, we don't have enough resources to do that. Okay, let's try and evade him. We're going a 3 to a 2. -1, that's good enough. He's evaded. And now let's kill the rat. Going a 3 to a 1. -1, yeah. Rat's dead. And then we're going to move to the lobby. Alright, here's the plan. We're going to kill this guy, get our victory point, and then we got to make it all the way back. Turn ends. Emissary. Peter heals, and I gain a resource. Emissary deals a horror, goes to Peter. We draw a card, take the initiative, and gain a resource. Okay. Doom goes on the agenda. It is now turn 16. Draw an encounter card, and it is Rotting Remains. We can't take the initiative to that test, unfortunately. We'll go 1 over. Well, I mean, we're already at 3 at this point. I don't care. We'll just take it on the chin. So 3 to a 3. skull, that's a -3. So we take 3 horror. And let's go take out this fanatic and make our way back. Okay, so action number 1. Action number 1, we'll move in. Fanatic engages us. We're going to hit him. So we'll hit him with the Empowered Enchanted Blade. That's a 4 to a 3, 5, 6. We'll need some for that guy. 6. 6 to a 3. -1. Good enough. He dies, and we get that victory point. All right. And then that was action number 2. Action number 3. Let's draw a card. Vicious Blow. So now we want to be able to get rid of this because we'll need this Vicious Blow. All right, turn ends. Peter heals a horror. We gain a resource. And, he moves first after he heals a horror. So then, and then he puts another horror on Peter. Did I gain an extra resource here? What did I just do? Yeah. So then, now we draw a card and gain a resource. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. He did the horror. So now we're at 4 doom. Turn 17. Black Stars Rise. Oh, man. All right, we're going to commit physical training for 1 willpower. And I don't want to be able to, I don't want to have to add doom. We don't really, well, we could use this over here or this. So let's, we'll commit that. No, I know what we'll do. We'll just ward it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our horror's getting there, but that's kind of good because we want to die by horror if we die instead of damage. We'll ward of protection this. So we take a horror. We are now at 7 horror. Let's move in. Emissary. We have 4 doom on the agenda. Do we want to kill him? I guess we could kill him and then try and die by horror somehow. Okay, we can't commit skill cards, so these are out. We can blood right just to get him close enough to death. And then try and evade him. We're going to blood right. So we draw 2 cards. Oh, Hallowed Mirror. That could buy us some time. Yeah, that'll definitely buy us some time. Okay. This might actually, we might actually win here. So, blood right, 2 cards. We will get rid of we could use Meat Cleaver to gain more resources then afterwards. Okay, let's get rid of physical training and the other enchanted blade. And 2 resources to deal 2 damage to this guy. Okay. Action number 3. Let's try and evade him. Peter. Let's do this. 3 to a 2. Skull, that's not good enough. Alright, so we don't evade him. He's going to hit us for 2 damage. Oh. He hits us for 2 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa. Yeah, he hits us for 2 damage. We'll take it. And then a horror. Puts us at 8 horror. And then we draw a card. Oh, Peter heals horror and then takes 1 from the emissary. Now we draw a card and gain a resource. And it is rational thought. It was going to come at some point. Our deck is super thin right now. We do have a way to get rid of it with Hallowed Mirror. But first, we need to be able to deal with this emissary. If we could commit cards, I'd definitely be able to evade him easily. But, well, we do need to kill him, actually. And we can't play assets or events because Dissonant Voices is now in play. So, well, let's kill him. We're going to have to try and do that. So let's commit... Oh, we can't commit Vicious Blow. We're going to have to go for it. Evade. 3 to a 2. 0. He is evaded. We have 1 round. Should I attack him or should I heal to buy us some time here? Or should I get rid of this? Yeah, let's get rid of this. 1, 2. Okay, turn ends. This goes away. Peter heals. Oh, Peter cannot heal horror. Peter cannot heal the horror. Okay. So it is down to this. It is down to this. He readies, doesn't attack us, but he does deal horror, which we'll give to Peter. Peter dies. We are 1 horror away from death ourselves. I could kind of play this and keep going, but I think I'm just going to try and kill him and then die by horror so that I can keep those 2 victory points. All right, anyway, so he kills Peter. We draw a card, and it is shortcut. We gain a resource, and Doom, 5 Doom, 6 Doom. That's enough, actually. Oh, shoot. I miscalculated. I should have attacked him. That is 6 Doom. That deals us 100 horror. And we're dead. Darn, I miscalculated that. I thought for some reason we had 4 Doom on there. Did we? Why did I think we had 4 Doom? Yeah, no, I think we take 100 horror. Damn, and we don't get the 2 victory points from him. So we get 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 victory points. It's not terrible. 3 victory points is okay. I made a huge mistake. For some reason, I thought we had 4 Doom on the agenda and thought I had 1 more round. The plan was, this final round was to use my 3 resources to boost physical training, commit Vicious Blow. Clearly, if I had known we didn't have enough Doom, I wouldn't have used 2 actions to get rid of that. And just trying to hit him with physical training, 3 resources on physical training. But too bad. That's a play mistake. Lesson learned. I should count better. Math is hard. Yeah, the plan was so we were going to just hit him, bash him really hard, and kill him to gain the victory points, and then die by horror because I know that there are 2... oh, where are they? Did I discard them? Yeah, there they are. Yeah. Never mind. Well, I miscalculated that too. Oh, man. Well, Jeff, yeah, I know I've made that mistake on so many different scenarios so many times, and I still don't learn from my mistakes. But damn, that was a long game. So I'm counting 17 rounds. I could be wrong. I might have forgotten to add a counter on one of the rounds. I think it was like round 4, but so it's either 17 or 18 rounds and 3 victory points. And death by horror, by 100 horror. So I take a mental trauma. And that is my playthrough. It took a lot longer than I expected. My playthrough of Curtain Call. It went so-so. I don't think it was horribly bad, but oh, I forgot to take a horror from this. I'm going to lose some points for that. I totally made that mistake. Okay. I will lose points because I totally forgot to take horror from this thing. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That was game 1 of season 2. It's going to be a really fun season. I can't wait to see what the next scenario brings us and to watch a lot of the other games that are going to be streamed. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.